Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So that's got things underway. Well, it seems fair to say, Jim, that Diego Forlan is the outstanding player in this lineup.
Yeah, and I think it's incredible how his career has turned out after a difficult start. He's made himself into a great all-round player with vision and creativity in addition to his finishing now. And
a reputation for being lethal, clinical, vital in front of goal is by now very, very richly deserved.
Really effective.
Hazard. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's dribbled past Hazard! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Oh, well played, well played. And now a sudden chance to counter. Pull it. It's Cruyff. Neymar. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes.
Goes for a shot! Goal! Benfica! And Benfica take the lead. He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. So, a breakthrough already. That's a good run down the left. Hazard. And it's Gullit. And here's Yamal. Gullit promptly onto that, and that is that. Benfica already with the upper hand and looking to turn it into something close to dominance. Hazard can so cleverly bypass the press. He is starved of space and time. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. And here's Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic gets on his bike and on the move. This might be a chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Delivers the ball. Terrific effort. In he goes again. And there's a goal. And they're threatening to fly away here. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Benfica are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Gullit, renowned for his long-range shooting. Roberto Carlos in acres of space out wide. Neymar. And this is Cruyff. Flashes it across. Ah, that's a fine interception. Hazard. Now it's Forlan.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And it's Cruyff. Pele just eases him off the ball. Now it's Forlan. Over to the right flank. Now it's Yamal. Might be danger here. Pele. Ibrahimovic. Cruyff. And it's Gullit. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Rijkaard. Pull it. It's a good ball out wide, and that was asking for too much. Azar is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Oh, no question, that's a foul. Benfica heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Cruyff. Zanetti gets into a good position. And it's Neymar. Oh, well played. Azar. Forlan. Now it's Yamal. Tries to play it through. And he was quick to react. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Neymar. And here's Ibrahimovic. Zanetti. Azar. Oh, this looks sharp.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Now that looks a decent ball. That ball looks a good one. Shot, surely! And a terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
This their second corner of the game. Stojkovic with the short one. Zanetti. Zanetti carries the ball down the right. Cruyff, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Pull it. And that brings the first half to a close. So your views on the first half?
Benfica clearly have plenty of cause to be happy, Peter, but they'll need to resist the temptation to just sit on the lead second half. The opposition will be doing their utmost to try and get back into this, so they have to be alert.
Benfica looking good, feeling good. It is 2-0 at the break. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Looking tidy in possession here. And here's Forlan. Some really good ball movement. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And this is Pele. Rijkaard did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Stood up well to him there. Stojkovic. Zanetti. Pull it. And it's Stojkovic. Time and again they are repelled. Now it's Ibrahimovic. That's going wide left. Looking to play him in. Nice interception, well timed. Pull it. Played out towards the right wing. Hazard. Looking for a runner.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Benfica, with this handy-looking 2-0 lead, they are looking comfortable.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
It's Fulham! And needless to say, that deserved better.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
And it's Cruyff. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. Roberto Carlos wants to run onto this. Azar. Into the channel. He's in plenty of space here. He has found the way through. Oh, that's a fine challenge.
Oh, that's brilliant from him, because he was so quick to read it.
Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Zanetti. Now it's Neymar. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. And he's going to have his name taken. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, it would have to be the highly rated Dean Howson. The perfect blend of total football and tiki-taka. I like the front-footed approach he takes to defending. He's very effective, pushing people back by almost joining in central midfield himself. And, you know, he has a real air of authority about him now as he matures through the game.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Oh, right place, right time. Cruyff. Beckenbauer cuts it out. Now it's Pelé. Now it's Cruyff. And here's Ibrahimovic. And here's Roberto Carlos. Tries to cross.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And this is Cruyff. Space for him to turn and look. That's a good cross in and a good clearance out. And it's Neymar. And this is Roberto Carlos. Now the ball in. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. He's free, he has got space. It's run loose, who's going to get there? Good take, and is he in? And he's there to belt it away. No goals as yet. And here's Ibrahimovic. Pato. Bellingham. Nicely worked. Neymar! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
Pull it. And here's Ibrahimovic. Pelé. And that's a good... Big chance! Goal! Benfica! And Benfica take the lead. Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Benfica have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Benfica currently a goal to the good, and with the lion's share of the ball. Roberto Carlos. And he's been shifted off it. And this is Pato. Bellingham. Cruyff. Zanetti wins the duel this time. Approaching the half-hour mark. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Beckenbauer is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. And this is Neymar. Pressure stays on, it is a corner. Benfica with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Neymar goes short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Looking to play him in. Stood up well to him there. Neymar. And he's had it nicked away. And it's Pato. Threads one in. And he shoots! Cruyff, the specialist in tearing teams apart.
Benfica can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Tries to pass it through. It's a good run he's making out on the left.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Pull it. Now it's Pelé.
Pretty robust defending.
Tries to play it through. Neymar receives it in a wide position. Piqué did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And here's Neymar. Roberto Carlos picks it up out wide. That's the end of the first 45. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Benfica go in at half-time with a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Benfica are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for. That gets us going once more.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
Zanetti spots it and intercepts. Beckenbauer. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Bellingham. Pull it. Oh, good spread. Nicely weighted ball. Cruyff. Looking for the run. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Oh, good effort! And that's a sharp finish. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So that's two now without reply.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
Still no way through. The defending here is resolute.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Cruyff will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And there's green grass ahead of him. There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy. Played through for the wide man. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Beckenbauer. Is there any support? He might not need. And the shot! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Might be danger here. Zanetti, cross to the back post. And he gets rid in a hurry. And the finish! And it's in! They will take that. They are absolutely ripping it up. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
And that's it. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things already rolling. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular? Ibrahimovic! Wonderful from Ibrahimovic!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. They're back in possession and ready to go again. The ball's gone astray. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Nicely weighted ball. Always onto this. And this is Ibrahimovic. And he's cut it out. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Bullet. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Neymar. Can he get on the end of this? And a chance! Caramba, and it's been given away. It's Ibrahimovic!
Well, it's been a very attacking start here. It's looking good for them if they can maintain what we've seen.
And here's Ibrahimovic. Benfica leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Quarter of an hour played. Roberto Carlos in 8 shoots! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Ribery is one whose deliveries we all know about. And this is Ibrahimovic. He's going for goal!
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Now it's Neymar. Oh, that's sweet, almost telepathic. He's a sharp little ball. And the shot! And again! Benfica with the corner, they're first. Neymar with the short one. Good claim, no margin for error there. And now they can spring out of defence. Thinks about the shot. Pele! It's run loose, who's going to get there? And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Pele clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And he was alert to it. Zanetti. And it's been hooked away. Benfica already with the upper hand and looking to turn it into something close to dominance. Pato is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. That's beautifully weighted. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Now it's Neymar. Well-timed, excellent interception. Silvestre. Ribery.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
And it's Neymar. Now it's Pele. And this is Ibrahimovic. Oh, important interception. Pato. Chance here to counter. Pass somewhat off target. And here's Ibrahimovic. That has been cut short. And here's Ibrahimovic. Pele driving forwards. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Played out wide, delivers the terrific effort. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Bullet never out of the action for very long. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Cruyff. Pele. Cruyff looking to be a menace in the final third. Azar. Ribéry. Can he spark a counter here? Well, that's beautifully weighted. Can he finish? It is a cracker from Karamba! That is a gem! An absolute gem! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll...
And that is indeed the final act. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. So, Jim, neither side getting it all their own way so far?
Well, it's been an intriguing watch. A really nice contrast of styles that seem to suit both teams pretty well. Who's ultimately going to win it? It's anyone's guess still.
Well, it has been tight, it's been competitive. Each side with one significant moment, and at half-time the score is 1-1. There's the whistle then to start the second half.
Benfica are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Czech claims it without any fuss. Oh, good spread. Bullet gets on the end of things as a matter of habit. Karamba. Now it's Neymar. He's in plenty of space here. And it's Hullet. Cruyff. Azar. Now it's Pato.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Cruyff. Thuram. And it's Cruyff. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Turns back here, probably the best option. Silvestre. Thuram charging forward, the ball at his feet. Thuram with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make something happen.
Silvestre made a surge from full-back, as it turned out, unsuccessfully. Now it's Roberto Carlos. 60 minutes played. Passes short and sharp. Oh, he's found support out wide. And this is Pele! Cruyff opts to play it back. Now that looks a decent ball. Played into the... He leaps for it! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Substituição para o Benfica. Número 4.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Número 14. Neymar. Número 21. Número
Albert
11.
Ferrer.
Número 13.
Karen Burr.
Vão dar os seus lugares a...
The
número
most accurate
17,
pass.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Well, there is a look that
Número
says it all.
6.
A piercing stare.
Número 7.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Número 20. Sidorf.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Well, nicely intercepted. Seedorf can so cleverly bypass the press. Roberto Baggio. That's a good ball out wide. Zanetti delivers. He'll try to keep this alive.
Está a acontecer uma substituição.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Looking to play him in. And it's Hazard. Hazard running with the ball. Cristiano Ronaldo. Beckenbauer did well to stay calm there.
Well, you'd expect nothing less from him, Peter.
And this is Ronaldo. Half an hour gone in the second half. Out towards the flank. And this is Roberto Baggio. That's a sharp pass.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Over to the right flank. Adriano carries the ball down the right. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Now it's Ronaldinho. And this is Adriano. Knocks it into space. Ronaldinho. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Roberto Baggio. Now, can he find a finish? Oh, this looks sharp. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Driving on and making good progress. Oh, well played, well played.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Shot a goal! Roberto Baggio. And it's Seedorf. And it's Ronaldinho. 1 minute to add, according to the board.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
They huffed and they puffed, but that will be that. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire, drive or... noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Against Benfica.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And we're underway.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
Benfica with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Deftly away. And it's Roberto Carlos. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Crosses it in, getting up there! Nearly, but not quite.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Ibrahimovic. Passes short and sharp. Played out towards the right wing. No, he's just misjudged that one. No, he's not getting past him there. And this is Hullet. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, I've been hugely impressed with what I've seen so far from this guy, Jude Bellingham. You don't become a regular at one of Europe's leading teams at 17 unless you're very, very special. And he's the epitome of, if you're good enough, you're old enough.
Bullish header! Oh, crossbar! Neymar, a player who needs no introduction. Now it's Neymar. This might spell danger. Caught offside that time. Maldini does really well to win the ball there. Still goalless. And here's Messi. Beckenbauer makes the interception. Cruyff. Ibrahimovic tries to pass it through. And it's Neymar. Now it's Pelé. Ibrahimovic looking sharper, more menacing with every chance that comes his way. Roberto Carlos. Can he latch on to this? Maldini. Hullet. Driving forward. And here's Cruyff. Zanetti. A header! Goal! Benfica! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
And it's Neymar. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is impressive jump. It's in. Again, in a trice. And they are soaring. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Benfica are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Neymar is, of course, well known for his dancing feet.
That's really good energy, Peter, the way they defend from the front.
Looking for the run. Roberto Carlos providing an outlet on that flank. Cannavaro defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Beckenbauer. And it's Gullit. Zanetti. Gullit knocks it into space. And he's intervened well there. Cruyff. Beckenbauer. Ibrahimovic. Oh, he's found support out wide. Cruyff.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Pass somewhat off target. Aimed beyond the defence. Bellingham.
This is the time you need that pace.
That's it, 45 minutes up. So your views on the first half?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further.
Please make
I'd
sure
always
to
be
watch the
inclined to
screen
go
for an
for
information
the latter,
bulletin
go
from
for
the
a
regional
third,
police department.
especially with a full half of football still to play.
Benfica firmly in control at the break. 2-0 the scoreline. So we're off again. Here's a man who his teammates can look to in all times. And it's Ibrahimovic. Roberto Carlos has it out wide and in space. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Gullit. Oh, they can break here. And this is Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Desai. And he's only too happy to take that back. Oh, that's well spotted. Bellingham. Cruyff. Zanetti. Cruyff, who does have an assist to his name. And here's Ibrahimovic. Neymar. Tries a shot! But he's left disappointed.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Benfica, with this handy-looking 2-0 lead, they are looking comfortable. Vieira, looking for options, for movement. That's going across goal. And that was very necessary. That's going to go a long way. And they're quick to get it back. Pele needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter.
He's got plenty of space out wide here. Baresi deals with that comfortably. He's played it back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
And it's played in here. Ibrahimovic. Mateus. Hullet. Now it's Cruyff. And that's a good ball. Spread it left. Now it's Cruyff. Played out wide. Neymar. Can he get on the end of this? Cruyff gets flagged offside. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Messi. Mateus. Not the most accurate pass. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Cannavaro. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now.
Ibrahimovic really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
That is good progress on the left. Bellingham. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Can he get it through? Can he finish? And it's hit the woodwork and out!
Substitution.
Benfica choosing to make the first change. Ronaldinho. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Roberto Carlos. That looks a cracking ball. Hazard has it in a wide position. Elects to cross. The message is clear, none shall pass. And the counter-attack could be on here for Croatia. Played into space. No luck with that dink over the top. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And here's Azar. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Hazard. Oh, this is a very good run. He's in a great position here. Shifted it to the flank. Now that looks a decent
There
ball.
will be 1 minute added time.
Yeah, that's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Messi. That ball looks a good one. He's shifted. Hullet! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Hullet really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Number 19.
Oh, good effort! And with that, the end. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and occasion. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. There's the whistle, and here we go.
Well, when I look at a team sheet, Peter, I pick out the leaders, and the leader on this team sheet for me is El León.
Oh yeah, the Lion, Rafa Marquez, a genuinely fearsome defender.
And a very nimble-footed player too. I mean, he can pass a ball properly.
Now it's Roberto Carlos. Well, that pass isn't the best. Zola going forward, picked out brilliantly, it's Pelé! And that is wildly off target.
What a fabulous run. OK, it didn't come off in the end, Peter, but that would surely spark some kind of response from those around him.
Zanetti. Cruyff. Now it's Pelé. Oh, good spread. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Goulet, and he welcomes it in. Hazard stood his ground strongly. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Rafael Varane. Oh, they can break here. And it's Cruyff. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Bullet. It's a really well-measured ball. Can he get it through? Zanetti. Great ball, and he's in here. Oh, good ball. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Hazard running with intent. Now it's Hazard. Now that's well seen too. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Pelé. Zanetti. Benfica are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Oh, he's burst through. Zanetti makes a dash for it. Now it's Cruyff. Oh, good effort. He's got away with one there.
He's a lucky boy there. You lose the ball like that, and usually you're going to get punished.
That's a super give and go. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Knocks it out wide. And he's quick to return it. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And this is Neymar. And he's cut it out. Ribéry is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. He's shifting through the gears here. Neymar. Cruyff. That's destined for the flank. Now it's Roberto Carlos. To Thuram. Oh, good-looking ball. Ribéry charging forward, the ball at his feet. Zola running at top gear. And he's opted for the long pass.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Tries a shot! It's bounced back off the post. Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Roberto Carlos. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Pullet never out of the action for very long. Well, that is one way to stop him. Pele! It's hit the upright. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Ribery. Zola just eases him off the ball. And that brings the first half to a close. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. The midway point of the game.
Benfica really can be happy with the strong finish to the half and have no reason to be upset with their overall performance. I think they just need to keep going now, stick at it, and eventually they'll get a break.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. Down to business again.
Benfica have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Well read, and the danger is averted. Pele. Roberto Carlos. Maldini. And it's Neymar. And here's Ibrahimovic. Neymar. And this is Roberto Carlos. He's rising! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Benfica with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Cruyff with the short one. There's the shot! He's delivered all right!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
So the first moment of real significance.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
And it's been played through. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Strokes it back. Good ball, good take. And he was alert to it. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Neymar, played out wide. Roberto Carlos. Oh, really cute. What a lovely series of passes. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Ribery. Vão dar os seus lugares a número 18. Número 9.
Pele quietly revving up. Just about up to the hour now. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's found a way through. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
And that is headed for the middle. Varane can get it clear. Zola. Space for him to turn and look. Engages and forces him off the ball. So the team separated just by the one goal, which came early in the second period, and the score is 1-0. Pele stood up well to him there. Seedorf. This is a promising build-up. And it's Azar, played out to the left flank. And that's aimed it. Oh, great leap! They've got to be quick to recover this.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
He's a sharp little ball here. And this is Roberto Carlos. Terrific effort!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Azar. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now, can they get him away? Puskas. Pele. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Casabia really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Hazard. He's picked his way through. Shot, surely! And yes, it's there! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Vai proceder uma substituição. O número 4.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
Benfica are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
No, not quite on the same wavelength.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Hazard. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And chance for a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are disappearing out of sight. That was easy, almost too easy.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Well, it's Basho! Oh, brilliant save. Gattuso. Threads one in. Oh, nicely intercepted. Pele. Gattuso.
Vamos ter 3 minutos de
Seedorf.
compensação.
Good driving run. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Eze. Pele. Puskas. Zola. Good running, strong and purposeful. And it's Azar. Azar is the... So that's it. It is all over. Benfica can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside.